Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Mondays at Microsoft, where we break down everything that's happening in the Microsoft world for you with a special focus on AI, modern work, Power Platform, and all the goodness that's happening in those spaces. I am Karuana Gatimu. I'm the director of the Customer Advocacy Group for AI and Collaboration, and I'm joined by my fantastic friend.
Hello, Caroline. Good morning. I am Heather Cook. I am Principal Community Evangelist for Microsoft 365 Customer Advocacy Group and AI as well. Hey,
All the things, all the
all the
things.
things, all the things. Good morning. Good morning. So, yeah, we're going to get started. We've had an eventful year. We promise to keep you up to date. So make sure you share our page at aka.ms Mondays at Microsoft, and you can download our show reminder for your calendar there as well. We also post a recap blog for every show at our community news desk, which is on the Microsoft Tech community. So you can log in and subscribe there, and you'll get a recap, all the URLs, and all the community happenings. Also, we have a Facebook page. I just posted on my Facebook, and so we have a Microsoft community page there that you can check out that we post on as well. And we've said this for a few months now, but hello again to our Apple Podcast and Spotify listeners. So if you would prefer to listen to these episodes of Mondays at Microsoft while driving or starting your day, we now have a podcast. So you can check those out there. It's super duper exciting. Coming up, what are we going to talk about? Well, we will be taking a look at how to build and ship a full stack intelligent app using natural language and a powerful tool on a platform trusted by millions. Karuana will be talking about what's new in Microsoft Teams, what's been released, and what you can look forward to in August, which is coming up very soon. And then I'm going to follow up with which Microsoft application now has the full power of generative AI built with enterprise-grade responsible AI practices in mind. So stick around with us for the next 30 minutes. You're not going to want to miss all the exciting news that we have to share. But before we dive in, we always want to thank our sponsor, Shure, who makes sure that we sound great in our new expansion to the podcasting world. So if you're in meetings all day like we are, and you're not using Shure, you need to try their microphones built for both home office and professionals. Thank you so much, Shure. We love working with you. All the fantastic people over there we get to talk to all the time. So thank you again for these wonderful microphones. I wanted to talk a little bit about. I went to a couple events last week, and they were awesome. One, I went to my local Venice, California Chamber of Commerce swearing in of the new board. So a shout out to my neighbors. So that was really cool. I always talk about how to build community. And building it locally is super important. So all of you, most likely, and definitely in the United States, have a Chamber of Commerce. Get to know your local businesses. It's super cool to do so. I also went to the IAMCP, which is the International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. I wanted to thank David Levier, who is a great friend in the community who invited me. I believe he's the treasurer of the SoCal North group. And they had a mixer actually where I live here in Marina Del Rey. And so I got to go meet all the new folks over there. It was awesome. So if you are working in Microsoft, you're a Microsoft partner, you're part of the community. IMCP was created in 1994. It has a great legacy. There's 25 years of partnership between Microsoft and this organizations. There's over 100 chapters in over 40 countries, over 2,000 members. It's just awesome. It was created by a couple of fellas, and they just are amazing people. And so Bob and Per created this organization, and it's just super strong, and it's a great place to network and learn about Microsoft. So definitely check out your local IAMCP chapters. Very, very cool. When they started this, it was all about bringing, Microsoft partners together to leverage joint strengths in delivering world-class solutions to clients while enhancing ties to Microsoft. So the founding fathers, Bob Marsh and Per Wergren, like I was saying, were the previous chairman of IMCP International. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for creating such a great organization. So that's going to take me into our big rocks segment. So, Microsoft Research Asia has launched Singapore Labs to drive AI innovation. Microsoft, we just launched this, and it's a brand new facility, and it's more than just a research hub. It's strategic investment in AI innovation, industrial transformation, and talent development across the region. It's backed by the Singapore Economic Development Board, and the lab will focus on foundational AI research, co innovation with local industries, and will nurture the next generation of AI talent. So, the lab's mission aligns with Singapore's National AI Strategy 2.0 and Microsoft's broader vision of responsible, inclusive AI. It will serve as a key node in Microsoft's global research network, working on everything from AI for healthcare and sustainability to next gen language models and digital governance. The collaboration between academia, government, and industry is central to this initiative, making it a model for how public and private partnerships can really accelerate innovation. So, this move underscores Microsoft's commitment to global AI leadership and its belief, our belief, that innovation must be both local and scalable. And with Singapore's strong digital infrastructure and policy leadership, the lab is really poised to be just that beacon for ethical, impactful AI development in Asia and beyond. So super, super cool. And I've been to Singapore once and I just loved it. It's such a great country, so beautiful. The food's great too. So very cool stuff all around. And Caruana has some really cool things that we have coming up here to talk about as well. So welcome back. Hi.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I have also been to Singapore, and I concur that it is beautiful and the food is spectacular.
Yes.
And speaking of food, we want to talk a little bit about Microsoft's Secure by Design toolkit. This is really important because the most dangerous hacker these days isn't some hoodie-cladded coder hunched in a basement, or like someone you used to see on Mr. Robot, furiously typing to break through firewalls. It's more likely a scammer who sent you a friendly text. Are you coming to my barbecue tonight? I actually got one of these texts. So this has actually happened to me. And luckily, I could recognize it for what it was. But if you reply, that can lead to your savings or your identity being stolen. One way Microsoft is countering these types of threats is by partnering with user experience designers on threat analysis and helping make protection intuitive so people don't have to have experts to stay safe online. The new Secure by Design UX toolkit has been tested across 20 product teams and is available to other companies and organizations as well. So if you are a maker out there or a developer, this toolkit is definitely for you. This design first approach is already showing up across Microsoft products. And that is what Marcus Ash was sharing with us, who leads design and research for Windows. Smart App Control uses AI to block unknown or suspicious apps from running. And it doesn't only stop the threat, but explains why and suggests safer alternatives from Microsoft's App Store, effectively extending the reach of security professionals to everyday users. Microsoft Teams phishing alerts now display full email addresses rather than just a name to expose impersonators and flag when a domain doesn't match the sender's claimed company. I was just telling my in-laws this weekend to always check for that those two things definitely match. But we want security to be woven into everyday products to make experiences safer for everyone, Price said. And that would mean fewer scams, fewer account breaches, more confidence, and more trust in the digital tools people use every day. So you can go and design this as well by downloading that toolkit. I think that's fantastic. There's so much going on in the tech space right now, but let's take a look at some of the things that are happening from our customers. So we share these stories with you so that you can be inspired by what other people are doing and then dive into all the learning materials and do these things yourself. Uh, Catalyst Basecamp Research leverages Microsoft and NVIDIA AI, and they're unlocking the secrets of biodiversity. We know that this is important, and this is part of the Microsoft for Startups and NVIDIA Inception program, where we come together to support new companies and new ideas. Basecamp Research has the tools and the resources they need to unlock these biodiverse secrets and drive innovation in biotechnology. And they're combining Azure's scalable cloud foundation with NVIDIA's full stack AI innovation. And they're paving the way, right, for the new era of biological discovery. The models, Microsoft and NVIDIA power Basecamp Research AI models to process and analyze data at increased speeds, and that further accelerates their research and enables them to tackle complex biological challenges. And the startup's focus is on converting biological material into data through DNA sequencing. And that's a process that reveals the intricate details of the organisms that inhabit our planet. The more we know, this is important information. This data is then used to build a comprehensive database of more than 10 billion novel protein sequences that not only catalogs the diversity of life, but also training a new family of foundation models, leveraging insights into how these organisms function and interact with their environment. So, if you want to delve deeper into this fascinating journey and witness some of this groundbreaking work, check out the full length video for other intriguing applications of this technology. And follow the Catalyst series because the things that folks are doing is really amazing. This is my definition of a tech for good. There's more AI business impact coming, and we have new AI business use cases. This is really important when you're talking to folks about why should I be leaning into AI? Why do I need to be thinking about this? I'll think about it later. That's not really the greatest business strategy right now. So we want to show you what these other companies are doing through this business case area. So it's across financial services, retail, manufacturing, healthcare. Organizations are applying AI through these proven use cases that reflect the specific needs and challenges of their industry. All AI implementations are not created equal, but these are already seeing measurable impact. So you can take a closer look at those business cases that are driving transformation and download that new AI use cases for business leaders ebook. And the reason I like these business leader ebooks is they're putting it in the context of business objectives, which all technology implementations should be connected to business objectives. And you'd be surprised how few people actually do that. So be ahead of that curve from a leadership perspective and check out those use cases today.
Those are awesome. This is so cool. It's great. It's literally there's like at least 10 industries that have use cases. So it's a big ebook. So
Yeah.
definitely check it out. Yeah. The MCP Dev Days, Caruana, is coming up too. It's a 2-day free virtual event exploring this growing ecosystem around, and you're like, MCP, we love our acronyms. Model, context, protocol is MCP, y'all. And it is a standard that bridges AI models and the tools that they rely on. So day one is dev tools and community. So explore how leaders like Anthropic, Microsoft, Okta, and Neon are shaping an open and extensible and MCP ecosystem. And it's got live demos on VS Code, GitHub, and Visual Studio. And then day two, you've got implementation deep dives where developers are building and deploying real MCP servers, securing them with OAuth, and enabling agent to agent collaboration. And so those are coming up very quickly. So that's Wednesday and Thursday of this week. So if you want to check those out, get registered. It's free. Again, it's a virtual event. It's going to be awesome. Some other cool announcements: GitHub Spark in public preview, y'all, for Copilot Pro Plus subscribers. So are you stuck between idea and innovation, spending weeks on mockups or documents that never really ship? GitHub Spark takes you from idea to deployed app in just minutes. So you can build and ship full stack intelligent apps using natural language with access to the full power of the GitHub platform. No setup, no configuration, and no headaches. So Spark is available in public preview for Copilot Pro Plus users with rollout to additional customers coming soon. So pretty cool stuff there. And I know we've got a lot of product segment information coming up here on Teams, Caruana. You want to take us into that?
Yes, yes, I definitely do. So this is what we used to historically call the modern work section of our Mondays at Microsoft show. Well, of course, we had to change the name of that. So you'll hear Microsoft people talk about AI business solutions. That is a new business area that incorporates Microsoft 365 and all of the Copilot capabilities and everything that you used to traditionally think about as modern work. So if you hear us use that phrase, it's a new term for Microsoft Microsoft. So we want to make sure that you know about it here. Now, Microsoft Teams, what's coming first here in Microsoft 365 Copilot is getting smarter. If you haven't tried it lately, by the way, you really need to dive in there, especially the researcher agent. Fantastic work comes out of that. Quality is really going through the roof. I'm really pleased with everything that's happening in the Copilot space. And now there's a new feature that lets users create surveys using natural language. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm always saying, talk to your people. If you want to drive adoption, you have to understand people's pain points. Now it's super easy to create that survey. So you can, whether you're planning an event or gathering that kind of feedback, running a team check in, you can ask Copilot to create a 5-question survey and it will generate a polished, ready to send form. This is wonderful because the surveys that are built in, this is already a part of Microsoft 365. You're already paying for this, so you should be using it. And this updates part of Microsoft's ongoing effort to embed AI into all of the productivity tools that you know and love. And it's especially useful for HR and marketing and community teams, user enablement specialists who need to collect insights quickly and efficiently. The integration with forms in Excel makes it easy to analyze those responses after the fact and take action. So it's a small feature, but it can have a big impact when it comes to really understanding insight for your employees, improving the employee experience, and so much more. So you can find out more about that in the Microsoft 365 roadmap and search for Copilot survey, and that information will come up. Now, what's coming soon to Microsoft Teams is support for Copilot and collaborative notes. So, this is excellent when you want to have Copilot help you with your writing, turn some narrative into action items, things of that nature. That's going to be available coming up here in August of 2025. And during meetings, Copilot will help summarize discussions, highlight action items, and it'll even suggest follow ups all in real time. So, we've been using this inside of Microsoft, and I can't tell you how great it is to see the action item list magically appear without any of us having to distract ourselves from actually creating that. It's a major step forward in making meetings more productive and outcomes more actionable. This feature is especially useful for hybrid teams and project managers who need to keep everyone aligned. So you don't have to necessarily manually review all the notes and recordings. You'll get that concise AI generated summary. And the action item tracking is improved from previous implementations of AI in the Teams environment. So with Copilot and collaborative notes, Teams isn't just a place to meet, but it's really continues to be a place to move work forward more easily than ever before. So go and check that out in the launched area of the Microsoft 365 roadmap. I just love all that stuff. I love that feature in Teams because, of course, we're a hybrid team and we're always doing so much stuff because we are the
Yeah.
Getting Stuff Done team, GSD. And so, being able to track those action items, copy and paste them over to Planner, do whatever needs to be done, it just speeds things up and keeps me from having to type a bunch of things when I really want to be
Yeah.
connected with people in the meeting.
It was cool. I was like, "What?" Because we saw that recently, and I was like, "This is amazing." Because
Yeah,
you want to take your tasks and get them to the place where you're going to actually go follow them and not have to hunt
right.
and dig and check for them, right? So yeah, this is a huge, beautiful feature that I'm super excited about too, personally. So speaking of roadmaps, right?
There you go.
Getting into the 2025 release wave 2 plans for Microsoft Dynamics 365, Microsoft Power Platform, and role-based Microsoft Copilot offerings. So the release wave 2 is what we call it, and it is up and ready for you to check out. So these plans compile all the new capabilities slated for release between October 2025 and March 2026. So, integral to the Wave 2 plans, AI assistants and agents, not only helping humans with day to day tasks, but also as proactive partners to drive better business outcomes. So, our upcoming release really brings that vision to life, helping make AI not just accessible, but an essential component in daily operations. So, whether it's enabling sellers to close deals faster, or providing service teams real time trusted knowledge, or even empowering finance professionals with AI driven reconciliation and analysis, all of these enhancements are really transformative to the way we all work. So definitely check out the release planner. Shout out to Ryan Martin over there who put up this blog about it. And then we also have another Ryan. Ryan Martin is one of the directors of community over there and that team that we work with all the time. And then Ryan Cunningham, who leads Power Apps and has for a very long time, who's awesome speaker, who just gave a really great keynote at the European Power Platform Conference that I just loved. So that's also up online right now. I know I just put that in, Aaron, but it's really great if you haven't seen it. So I just watched it the other night. But the Power Apps team is introducing generative power meets enterprise grade trust. So we have just unveiled a major new evolution to Power Apps, bringing generative AI capabilities really front and center while introducing this enterprise grade trust. So this new experience really brings a streamlined Copilot first design that makes it easier than ever to build apps using natural language. So whether you're a seasoned developer or a business user, you can now describe what you want, and Power Apps will generate responsive, data connected applications in seconds. No complete syntax required, which is amazing. So we have a video of this that we're going to roll. So Aaron, let's roll that video and show everybody. Wow. Like, that was so fast and awesome. So, we built these new capabilities into Power Apps on that foundation of responsible AI, right? With features like environment level data governance, tenant wide analytics, and integration with Microsoft Purview. So that result is just this platform that empowers innovation without compromising control. So with this update, Power Apps is really redefining what low code means in the age of AI, making it faster, safer, and more accessible for everyone. So, yay, team. Shout out. Super cool,
That
right?
is I just love that. Building apps has never been easier, and it's really something folks need to delve into. I wanted to add one more thing about that fantastic release planner. Now, when you
Yeah.
go to the release planner, you're going to hope and pray for all sorts of Microsoft 365 features to be there, but we're not quite there yet. There's
Mm,
some elevated stuff for Microsoft Teams. There's information, for instance, Copilot in sales and some of the other solutions. But we're still integrating those two things together. And I am so excited about the release planner. I have always loved that and been
yeah.
envious of it because Power Platform had it forever and Microsoft 365 did not. So stay tuned for more on that. Microsoft 365 roadmap is still our primary source,
Right.
but as we merge those two things together and make that more of a cohesive experience, we will keep you updated on that progress here.
Yeah, coming soon for
Yeah.
sure. And hey, Karuana, have you seen all of the, happy birthday to Power BI? It's so
Yes,
cool, right?
it
Yeah. So
is. They're
happy
making that.
birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to Power BI. That's fantastic. Yes, I have seen it and it's been so fantastic. It's a great, because Power BI really changed things. I was on the team that launched Power BI
Mhm.
inside Microsoft, and it was the first
Oh,
time
nice.
we really brought a kind of a business solution and user adoption first project to all of Microsoft. It was fantastic. We won a fancy little award and stuff like that. And a lot of the work we did there turned into all the user and adoption experience stuff that you see today. Shout out to Kirkland, who led that team. He was a
Mm.
great partner. And he's still here in Microsoft IT. Yes,
Oh, yeah,
loving
that's so
life over
cool.
there. Yes, he is. So he's a
Yeah,
great
that's awesome.
one.
Yeah, we partner with the Power BI and Fabric team all the time, on all kinds of levels, community product and all of that, and it's just super fun. We were, Karuana and I think we talked about this last time, but we were at TechCon Seattle, and it was so fun with the guy in a cube with Patrick, who is hilarious, who was on the panel with us, who deeply believes that Power BI is the center of the universe.
Yes,
Yeah,
We had to correct him a little on
Yeah,
that, but, it's okay.
but
Everybody's entitled to their own beliefs. That's
yeah.
what diversity of thought actually means, right? Okay, that's what we did.
Yeah. So Patrick and Adam have had this wonderful, podcast, videocast show for a really long time, and they do it on Saturdays. And they just passed, like, I think the milestone was like 500,000 subscribers or something. So congrats on that. It was just huge. And they just did an episode this past weekend, which was a live episode for the birthday. So if you haven't checked that out, it's recorded. It's on their YouTube channel. It's awesome, and so it has a lot of people on it from from the past. And a shout out to Kim Manis, who was just such an awesome leader and does such a great job over there. Love working with you, Michelle, Arun, everybody. So thank you for your partnership and happy birthday, Power BI. So yeah, I know I
Awesome.
should have brought a candle or something, but yeah, a yellow.
We
But
can
you're
we can
wearing.
pretend I have candles.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we don't
know.
need
Yeah,
candles
yeah,
up here.
you're
We
a
need
candle.
cake. We need
Yeah,
cake. Let's get to
yeah.
what's actually important about the
Oh yeah.
birthday, which is
Hey,
the cake, okay?
this is true. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you're in at least the Power BI colors, so that's
Yes.
kind of nice.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. So
yeah,
fabric's
there we
green,
go.
but there you go. So way to go. Yeah. Well, that leads us into more events in the community segment and all of that. So I wanted to also give a shout out to Voices for Innovation, VFI. It is a Microsoft supported community of technology professionals, everyday Americans committed to advancing discussions about the most important technology policies. So, as citizen advocates, VFI really champions public policies that foster innovation, that support business growth, and enable technology to address societal changes. I love their newsletter. So I've been a member or signed up for their newsletter at least for many, many, many years. So VFI is great. A lot of some of the stories that I bring into this script and also things that I post on my Microsoft LinkedIn, my Heather LinkedIn account come from there. So definitely check out Voices of Innovation. It's a really cool group. Especially if you want to learn, understand, know more about policies and what's going on there. So, speaking of another group that's awesome, the Microsoft Global Community Initiative that I help run. A shout out to our board members and regional leaders. Thank you so much. Got you all the folks that are putting in the links to everything in both our YouTube and our LinkedIn streams that are happening right now. Sylvain's up there and Iqbal, and I've seen a bunch of other folks up. So thank you all for doing that. So these are community folks. Some are Microsoft MVPs, which we're going to get some new ones here coming up on August 1st again. And a shout out to those of you who were renewed in July and also new MVPs on July 1st. But MGCI is a place if you're a budding event producer or an old school event producer. So you can either share your knowledge as someone who is an expert or you are new and want to do something in your local community, you can come learn how to do that at MGCI. We have general meetings, we have event training. We have an event training coming up on Thursday, the 31st at 8 a.m. And you can find out all about that on our MGCI site there that's on the link. The West Preston and Sharon Weaver are going to be talking about speakers and communications. And so you can check those out. They are all recorded and they all go up on our community learning YouTube channel as well. So MGCI is super great. It's community led and Microsoft supported. So definitely come join in the fun, learn a little bit about event production if you want to check that out. So and then lastly, we have our communitydays.org. That is our wonderful one-stop shop for our community events. And it also lists all the community calls. So Microsoft, we host a lot of community calls. And so you can get up there and check those out as well. Let's get into it, Aaron, and show some of these events before we run out of time here. So yeah, July 25th, 2025, right now, community-led free events that just happened in West Africa and New York City. I saw so many posts about the NYC event. Very cool. Shout out to everybody there who had a blast, and Tom Daly who helps put that on. And I know Dux was on there giving the keynote and everything. Super cool. And then we've got a bunch of stuff coming up. Oh my goodness. So July is almost over and we're getting into August and September, and there's so many wonderful events. And again, these events, many are in person, many are free. There are some that are hybrid and virtual, so you can check them out that way. There are also, my goodness, Twin Cities. I'm going to go to that one. I'm super excited about it. So there's all kinds of great stuff going on all over the world: Poland, England, Tunisia, just amazing. So go to communitydays.org and check those out. And let's flip to the next one. We've got a few more paid events. So this is where you pay registration fees to go to TechCon Atlanta, which I'm going to keynote and go there with Brian Wolford on our team. We've got the North American Cloud and Collaboration Summit, the FabCon of Europe, all kinds of amazing things going on. ESPC, which a bunch of us from our team will be going to, Jeff Teeper included, and Karuana. So yeah, tons and tons of events. If you're looking to be a speaker, if you're looking to be a sponsor, this is the place to go to check that out and also see what's coming in the new year, because there's events listed for 2026 already up there. Pretty amazing. So yeah, that's tons and tons of stuff going on. And Caruana and I are super excited on, the places that we're going to get to go and, speak and see all of you in person and all of that. So really exciting. Good stuff.
We love seeing you in person. We love taking the community news desk on the road, and then
Yes.
coming back and telling you here. So, we're so happy to be here with you. Make sure you come and check our next show, which is going to be on August 11th. We will be back telling you all of the fantastic things that are happening across the community with events and across our product space. It is our privilege to report this to you every other Monday morning. So thank you for being with us. Thank you,
Yep.
Heather. Thank you to our awesome producer, Aaron. We
Yay.
appreciate you. Y'all have a great week. We'll see you
Yep.
soon.
See you later in the community. Bye.